Hi, I'm Jennifer Challoner. I'm the Projects Officer at the Crichton Trust in Dumfries, and we're really excited to be part of the Abacus programme and have the opportunity to host 2 internships this year as part of that programme. The Crichton's a really unique and special place, and if you've never been here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the estate so you can understand the context we're working in, and also a little bit about the roles and how you can apply. So the Crichton is a former Victorian psychiatric hospital that's based just outside of Dumfries in the southwest of Scotland. In the early 90s, it transferred its ownership from the NHS to the community, and the social enterprise that I work for, the Crichton Trust, was set up. Now, our main role is to look after the buildings and preserve the estate for the community. So we have 86 acres of parkland and gardens that are used by the community on a regular basis. We also look after the 27 buildings on the site, of which 22 are listed. And they are now home to a whole range of businesses and enterprises. We currently have 90 businesses located on site. We also are the home to the University of Glasgow's Dumfries campus, the University of West of Scotland's Dumfries campus, the Open University has a base with us, the SRUC has a research centre and they look after our farm. We also have further education college, Dumfries and Galloway College, that's located on site. In addition to that, we have the largest training and conference venue in the south of Scotland. We have a hotel, a spa, a swimming pool, tennis courts, bowling greens. It's a really unique combination of services and facilities that we provide at the Crichton. But our role goes beyond just looking after and being a custodian for these buildings and the heritage that we have on site. It's also about continuing the legacy of the Crichton, which was a really unique and innovative hospital that pioneered all sorts of things, from occupational therapy for people with mental health challenges. So we had the first nurses training even before Florence Nightingale set up hers in the Crimean War. So we really want to kind of continue that legacy of innovation, and we want to be sure that we're right at the centre of the building back better after the pandemic. Even before the pandemic, we'd identified 3 challenges that we as a region and as a place were facing, and as a wider society are facing at the moment, that we think are the 3 biggest challenges that we need to tackle in the next few years. One's around ageing society and the demographic shift that's happening across most of the world, but it's particularly acute in rural communities like Dumfries and Galloway. We also have a challenge around about climate change and the climate emergency, and how do we tackle that as a community, as a rural community? What are the ways in which we can help Dumfries and Galloway meet its targets of being carbon net zero in the next 5 years? We also want to be sure that Dumfries and Galloway and rural communities are not left behind by the 4th industrial revolution, the technology revolution that we're in the middle of at the moment. We believe that we've got a unique and special role in being involved in that. And over the last 3 years, we've had a project running looking at ageing society and the demographic change, and what some of the challenges we have as a community in a region are, and what's the Crichton's role in helping to address those. But now we want to add to that knowledge about ageing society with more understanding around about climate change and the climate emergency and zero carbon living, and also around about the 4th industrial revolution and around technology and how that potentially has some of the answers around carbon reduction, and also around about ageing society. And so this is going to be very much a collaborative project. We're going to be wanting to work alongside yourselves as interns, and to really help understand the information that you're gathering as part of that process. We want you to go out and interview lots of people, lots of tenants and people who use the site and local stakeholders, to really understand what are the challenges that they face, what are the needs that they need help addressing, where are their gaps, where are their opportunities for us to help influence those changes and to drive innovation. So what we want to do is to conduct as many interviews as possible, using your amazing interpersonal skills, your really good analysis and being able to pick out those key themes across those interviews that have the potential to grow into projects. And then we're going to work alongside the interns, so that'll be the R&D team, but also the senior management team and some of the board at the Crichton Trust, to look at actually what are the opportunities, where are there potential places where we could get involved. So to do that, we're going to use some design thinking methodology. And if you don't know much about design thinking, I recommend going and having a look at the design councils. They've got some really good resources on their website about design thinking, and we've been using the methodology as an organisation to develop some of the services and new innovations that we've had happening on the Crichton in the last couple of years. We want to build on that by using the interviews that you'll conduct to develop some personas round about technology and zero carbon to help us understand better as an organisation where there's opportunities and where the challenges are and what those hurdles might look like. And we want to work as part of a team with the internships to kind of start to identify some of those opportunities and some of those potential projects that we can then go and look for funding to support. We are really keen to find people who've got good social science skills, so they're good at talking to people, interpersonal skills, extracting the right information, conducting semi-structured interviews, but also that are team players and want to be part of a group of people looking for solutions. We'll work closely, we'll give you training and support in terms of design thinking. We'll also be able to give you some mentoring in terms of working within a community context, and you'll also have an opportunity to be part of a team of people looking to deliver projects, and you'll have a chance to learn from people who've got lots of experience in delivering community projects of community benefit. I understand the link is just below this video, and I really encourage you to apply. We're really looking forward to working with you, and we're really keen to hear what you've got to say about these issues.